Hello everybody, today I'll be showing you a great sorcerer build for PvE and maybe even PvP. We'll be going over stats and abilities, how to become a sorcerer, what gear to use, and also the DPS. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so this is how to become a sorcerer. So from this stairway, which is just by this warp point, so just warp until you get to the stairway. You're just gonna go up the stairway, of course. And then make a right, make a left, then right here there's like a sharp turn to the left. I didn't even notice that at first either. And then enter this door, then this door, so many doors, and you'll find Einrich the Mana-Blooded. So yeah, you'll talk to him and he'll be like, hey, do you want to join the sorcerers? And you just say, yes, I sure do. And then you'll be able to join. So yeah. Alright, so now that we're back at the guild hall, first I'm going to showcase the abilities we're going to be using. So we'll start with Froststorm. So this is Froststorm. It'll do like rain, and then like that just does like big damage. And then Meteor Shower. Just some big meteors, big AOE, big meteor. Then Earth Gall. Just kind of like a fast move. And then Nature's Wrath. Then Unstable Charge. Alright, so that's all the moves. Now we're going to showcase the stats and abilities. So for stats and abilities, first you're going to want 70 Dexterity for Unwavering, which reduces ability cooldowns by 15%, which is good because like you need to be spamming abilities. And so like that's just pretty nice. And then this isn't really necessary, but if you want to get it, you can. At least 30 Vitality. This for Vigor, and it gives 10% ability radius, which is pretty good because like Sorcerer, it kind of is more focused on AOE. Like as you saw, the Meteor Shower was a lot of AOE, so yeah, that's pretty useful. And then for the last thing, just pour all your stats into Intelligence after you get these two, because there's like no need for like Strength unless you're weird. So yeah, just put the rest into Intelligence once you've got the other two stats. Now for skills, for mage skills, Blink 3 out of 5. Traveling, obviously. Multi-bomb 10 out of 10. You'll need 30 Dexterity for this, so that's another reason to get Dexterity, because of multi-bomb, and it does a lot. And then Thunder Call 10 out of 10. It's just another AOE. Yeah, those two are just pretty good DPS, pretty good AOE. So yeah, and then for sorcerer moves, Froststorm 5 out of 5. You already saw why it's good. Meteor Shower 7 out of 7. You already saw why it was good. Earth Call 3 out of 3. You already saw why it was good. I should probably stop saying that. Nature's Wrath 1 out of 5. Unstable Charge 7 out of 7. So now that we got that out of the way, let's move on to our gear. So for a hat, I like to use an elf hat because of the 30% ability radius, which is really good because like that is a lot of radius. Because like 30% more plus Vigor, which gives 10% more. So with those two, it's pretty good. Like my radius is just insane. But anything else you could use is like a captain's hat is the other good option. Captain's hat or elf hat is what you should use. If you don't have that, maybe you could use like an Archaeomagus hat, I guess. It's not the best, but like that's the only thing I know of. I guess Snell hat, I mean, it looks goofy as heck, but I mean, I guess. Even though this is like rarer than like both of these items, but yeah, that's for headgear. And then for robes, there's a lot of different types of robes you could use. Like you could use a lot of the dragon ones. You could use Capra's robes. There's a lot of robes, elf robes, and there's a lot of them. But right now I'm using Archaeomagus robes because they give like the vitality and they just give like good all around stuff. So yeah, that's a good one. And then I'm working on some elf robes too, so elf robes are pretty good because 15% ability radius. It's pretty good. So yeah, that's that. And then boots, Explorer's Yeti boots. They're just really good. They're just like the only like good boots for mage basically. So yeah, you can use those, or maybe like worn boots, I guess. Boots don't really matter that much for mage, but I use these. Or just normal Yeti boots. Then for tome, I'm using Tome of Brewery, but you could use like a Tombstone, Lunar Tome, Artificer's Tome. Yeah, I was using this before I got the Tome of Brewery. So those are good options for tome. Also Capra's Tome I think is decent. Then staff, you should probably be using Ornate Staff. I would very recommend getting that. If you can't get it, use like Astrologist Scepter. That's like the only two like good staffs I feel like. If you really like don't have anything good, like maybe like a webbed staff I guess, or like a forgotten staff, but I wouldn't recommend those two. Yeah, just use Ornate or Astrologist. So now that we have the items out of the way, we can go move on to DPS. So DPS is pretty straightforward. I'm just gonna do a basic combo, and yeah, we'll just see how it goes. So let's do this. Okay, let's see how much that did. That did 11,000 DPS, so yeah, that's pretty good. I've done like 13,000, like 12,500. In community events, I've gotten like 2 million, which is quite a lot if you played a community event. That's quite a bit of damage. So yeah, the DPS on this build is really good. And if you're using like the elf stuff, then I would recommend it for like Mushpock or Spider Queen, because those are kind of like hordes. So yeah, I think that's it. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you. Make sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, that's really all I have to say. Bye.